Okay, the last thing we need to talk about just briefly in this section is decomposing a composite function into its component functions. So what if we want to go the other direction? If we have a function f of x equals the square root of 5 minus x squared, and we want to write that as the composition of two functions, maybe let's call them h, g, and h, right? They already used f of x. So let's compose g of h of x. I have a composition function like that. Okay, so that would be the same as g of h of x. How could we write this as the composition of two functions? Well, let's look. We've got a square root, and then we've got the thing under the square root, right? So I'm thinking that one of the functions could be 5 minus x squared, and one of the functions could be a square root, right? Well, we're taking the square root of this thing inside. So what if we wrote it like h of x equals 5 minus x squared, right? That's kind of the thing inside. And the thing outside is the square root of x. Would that work? Oh, well, let's think. That would be g of 5 minus x squared. And then everywhere for g of x, everywhere there was an x, we'd put this whole expression. So it would be the square root of 5 minus x squared. Yeah, that works. So that's it. That's how we do it. We'd say it's going to be g composed with h of x, and these are the two functions. Okay? So there's not really like a method to this other than just looking at the equation that they give you and saying, well, what's the thing that's happening inside? Right? The inside is kind of 5 minus x squared, and then there's a thing happening outside, which is the square root of x. Okay, that's kind of the method. And again, you'll have some practice on these.